Good evening, and welcome to another Lego Speed Champion stream. And I think this is my first stream for the month of June. I know I haven't streamed all week. That's it's been a little rough this week because weather's been brutal here. We're starting to go into summer weather, and summer weather triggers some of my health conditions. So it hasn't exactly been a comfortable week here, but I'm hoping to turn that around. And we're going to start with my next Lego Speed Champions build tonight. This is actually my third to last single car stream. After this, I have six more single car sets. Only two of them I'm going to build as single car streams, and then the last four single car sets I'm planning to uh, they're actually in two pairs of thematically related sets, so I'm going to do them as custom 2-packs. And then after that, we have six more actual 2-pack sets that I still have to get into the build queue. So we have this car tonight, two more singles, and then two custom 2-packs, and then six, and then the last six 2-packs. So that's the plan for the remaining Speed Champions card. Tonight's car is the 23rd car in our Speed Champions collection. So tonight, let's go over the camera and I'll show you tonight's car, because this one from the picture looks beautiful. Well, they all look beautiful, and the pictures don't always do them justice. And even though this one looks beautiful from the pictures, you can also see it's a little blockier than most of the Speed Champions cars. This was from the early wave of Gen 2 when they first switched over to the bigger scale, which probably explains why it's so much blockier than the others. But this is the Nissan GTR Nismo. It's one of two Nissans in the Speed Champion second generation line. The other Nissan is going to be part of one of my themed custom 2-packs, which you'll see 4 streams from now, actually. 4 Speed Champion streams from now. So, this is the Nissan GTR Nismo race car. And my other 2 single cars, there's an Audi and a Lamborghini that'll be coming up in the next week or two. And then we'll round out the last 4 single cards with the 2 double set episodes. And then hopefully in a few weeks I'll be able to start acquiring the remaining 6 2-car sets. 4 of them are retired, and 2 of them are brand new, just released. So we'll see how that goes. But we've been talking too long, so let's go ahead and start building our Nissan. So I'm gonna show you the box first, as I usually do. Here's the Nissan GTR Nismo. You can see from the shaping that's an earlier gen car, like we mentioned before. And then on the back, the Speed Champions traditional box design of showing the car driving away from the camera. And then, of course, a picture of the actual car. So that this is a this box feels a little bit heavier than some of the Speed Champion singles. So and the piece count is also a little bit higher than average as well. So I'm predicting a fairly substantial build tonight. Now let's go ahead and get into it. And of course, my tool as usual in case I need it. I hardly use it, but it's there in case we need it. I'm opening the box. The seal is broken. All right, let's go in, and we will pull out the stuff. So we have the bag 2, which we will set aside until we need it. We have our instruction book, and you know the deal with the instruction books when I build Lego on this channel. So I'm just going to set that aside, and we're going to pull up our PDF instructions here. And then, right now, there's no musicians on. Hopefully that will change by the time we finish building this. Okay, let me take a moment to get organized here. Because I was going to do the stream tomorrow. I made the spontaneous decision to stream because I've got these single car sets, the boxes piling up in my storage area. So we pulled out bag 2, we pulled out the instructions. We have here, of course, the standard chassis piece, the sticker sheet. It looks fairly standard for a Speed Champion sticker sheet. There looks like 20-something stickers on here. It doesn't look too terrible compared with some of the ones we've seen, but it's still a substantial number. And then the last thing in here, of course, is bag 1. So I'm gonna one last look at the box, and I'm gonna set the box aside now. And let's go ahead and open up our instructions. Okay, interesting. Most Speed Champions cars that we've built so far that have had 2 bags, bag 1 has been focused on the back half of the car, and bag 2 has been focused on the front half of the car. But from this picture, it looks like we're switching things up a little bit with this build. Bag 1 looks like it's focused on the bottom layers of the car, and bag 2 looks like it's the top layers of the car. So it'll be interesting to see how this one comes together. There's also only 80 pages of instructions, which is smaller than I was expecting, considering that it has a higher than average piece count for these cars. So it looks like we might have some more complicated instruction steps in here that involve more pieces, which will be interesting. So this is telling us to open bag 1 and get the chassis ready. And of course, build the driver. And already I see something unique about this particular set. So we're getting out the parts for bag 1 here. And then we're going to start building. Okay. All right. So here's our parts. Let's go ahead and put the driver together. Standard disclaimers apply. My fat fingers often get in the way of a good view of these tiny pieces. Also, my lighting is fairly limited, so sometimes it's hard to see certain details. But we do the best we can. The stream is always about doing the best we can with what we got. And then I saw the hair just a moment ago. There it is. So he's got a really nice racing uniform. Okay. So here's our driver. That's a beautiful racing uniform he's got. It's got the Nissan logo on top in red, and then there's some tiny black text below that is too tiny for me to read. But that's what he looks like. And then that's what the back of his racing uniform looks like. Same red Nissan logo with the smaller text that I can't read. As usual, we will set him off to the side to watch his car being built. And then the picture also shows he gets the standard helmet and wrench. So let's go ahead and pull out his accessories that he can that he can sit with. So there's his wrench, and this set actually has something unique going on here. Can you tell what the unique thing is about this set so far? Well, all the sets have unique bits, but can you tell what's unique about this arrangement so far? If you notice his bright red helmet, then that is correct. Up until Speed Champions, from the time Speed Champions started Generation 2 in 2020, with up until 2023, this red helmet was the only colored helmet in the line. Most of the helmets in the line are black, and there's a few white ones. Now, this year, in the sets this year, they introduced one gray helmet and one bright orange helmet. But they came out this year. For a long time, this was the only colored helmet in the line. And actually, because of that, I want to see what it looks like on him. We're not going to leave it on him because he doesn't have a car to drive yet. But I want to see what the helmet looks like. And yes, the red helmet really does complement the suit. I think that's a good call. And definitely a unique look with a colored helmet. Let's go ahead and set him aside so we can start building the actual car now. I've talked for 14 and a half minutes, so we need to get the car started. And then he will have some, and then when we finish the car, our driver here will have something to drive wearing his bright, shiny red helmet. But until we do that, he doesn't. So we're going to start here, of course, as we always do, as we usually do. I shouldn't say always, because not all the cars have one of these, but most of the Speed Champions cars start with this with the standard chassis piece. And then we're going to go in and start adding pieces until the car starts to take its shape. And it looks like we're starting with the underside of the car this time, which is unusual. Most Speed Champions cars don't bother with the underside. The chassis piece is usually the bottom layer of the car. It looks like we're already starting with some interesting shaping. Even from the pictures where it showed that the car looks blockier than most, we're still going to have some unique and interesting shaping going on, it looks like. Those are the standard axle blocks, but the picture doesn't show us putting the actual axles in. That must be a Speed Champions tradition that started in later waves, because I think this was an early wave set. Alright, so now we come back to the top of the car, and this is what we have so far. So we have a regular brick, and then we have a studs on side brick here. I'm not sure if that's the front or the back yet. Okay. little red 1x1s here. And then we need the red plates that go across here like this. And then some brackets. There's a lot of bracketing going on in the Speed Champion series. A lot of bracketing, a lot of stickers. But the result is you get to have more unique and more unique shaping and detailing than you would get to have with standard techniques. So I do appreciate. And now we're going to look at some wheel arches. All right. So this goes on this side like this. Did I push that one on all the way? Yes. All right, let's keep adding some more pieces. And then some more bracketing. Okay. Wait, that's not on all the way. All right. Now if we come around to this side, again, I have no idea if what we're building up right now is the front or the back, because the picture in the front showed that we build the bottom layers pretty much evenly. So it looks like we need these stud-on side pieces to line up with the others for whatever we're going to put there later. And then we have another big plate in here to fill in some of the internal shaping. Okay, and then we have some brickwork going on. Some more of the side stud bricks for whatever we're going to put here. And it's fairly consistently keeping 2 steps to a page right now, which explains the smaller page count given the higher number of pieces. On most Speed Champions cars, by the time we've built this much onto the chassis, it typically goes to one step per page. But we're still sitting in 2 steps per page here, so I like this because it means it's not being printed as wastefully as some of the other instruction manuals have been in terms of page numbers. So now we're going to put these jump plates on what's going to be the interior of the car. Alright, what's going on here? Okay, black plates. Okay. go. They line up with the jumpers so that they line up with the edge of the car. And then this bar piece goes on the center stud like that. And then I need one more plate. One of the cool things about having a car with this color scheme is that we don't have all the pieces blending together in the pile. If it was like a more monocolored car, like some of them have been, then it'd be harder to find the specific piece you want in the sea of a single color. But since we have 3 primary colors on this car and a whole bunch of supporting pieces, we don't have that problem with this one. So we need some more. We're starting to build up the side brackets now, it looks like. Okay. That's interesting, the way that plate crosses across the bar like that, and across the plates that were on the jumper. That's an interesting distribution of geometry there. I'm not going to be able to show it on camera because of it's black on black and on the inside and all that. But we're going to keep building up. Something's wrong here. I put these 2 bricks in the wrong position. But right now, since they're not wedged in, it's still an easy fix. Now I can put these other bricks where they need to go. You can see the interior shaping is a lot more blocky than on most of the other cars we've seen. Another indication that this is an early wave set. Okay, there's a long black tile. Not that long. So yeah, this is car number 23 out of 41. And now we're doing some more bracketing. What's that? That looks like jump plates. Okay. So we have to find these 2 jump plates to put them onto these brackets like that. And then another round of some side brackets here. And some basic 1x1 plates. And it looks like we're onto the 1 step per page part of the instructions now. And this step we're getting our first couple stickers. Looks like the kind of stickers where I'm going to want, yeah, it's stripes that line up. I'm going to want to put these pieces on and then put the stickers on so that I can line them up better. As standard with stickers, I'll get these on and then I'll show you. And I don't want to leave too much gapping. but at the same time, it looks like the design will continue on to other pieces I haven't placed yet, so I can't move them too far over. So it begins with the stickers. Okay. That's actually not a bad placement. I maybe didn't leave too much of a spacing for the to be perfectly even. But look, I got the stripes lined up pretty good. And now we're doing another sticker. But first I want to get this piece onto the car so I can line it up with the other stickers. I have a feeling that I need one more piece there before I can get this one to line up with the others. Yeah. So this stripe doesn't match up with the others, but that's what we just put on. You can see the pattern will continue eventually as we add more stuff in there. And now we're just going to do the same stuff on the other side here. So let me go ahead and get these two pieces on, and then the stickers. And again, when I work with stickers, usually it's not really, I don't really make a fuss about keeping sticker work on camera, because with stickers, it's all about precision. So while I try and move my hands around for general building in areas that you can see on camera, for stickers, when it's about precision, I like to be able to focus and have a better control over my hands. Okay, didn't come out too poorly there. Although it doesn't look lined up quite. Let me redo that second sticker. Because, yeah, that was definitely uneven. Okay, a little bit better. Still not perfect. But, yeah, those are the stripes for this side of the car. And, man, that gap is much wider than I made it on the other side. But you can't worry about that. When they do sticker patterns that cross gaps, you gotta do the best you can. Oh, I had these in the wrong place. That's why the stripes didn't line up. But hey, moving them into the correct place, I still didn't do too poorly with that stripe. Now let's see if I can have the same success with the one on the other side. I'm off the piece. When you apply stickers, you don't want to go off the edges of the piece. No, not nearly as good. Did I just tear that sticker? I think we'll be okay. But yeah, I have a visible crease mark on the sticker now. So I don't want to adjust it any further once I make this second attempt. We'll be continuing with that Star Wars game soon. There's a couple other games I want to start doing on stream as well. I'm not sure if our Zoo Tycoon game is salvageable. We've hit a cycle where the monthly expenses in the zoo um, out are greater than the income, and so I can't really take steps towards fixing that. So yeah, I think our Zoo Tycoon run is dead, even though we never got to the dinosaur park yet. So you can see this side's not nearly as good. You might even be able to notice the visible scratch I made on the sticker. Okay, all we can do at this point is keep going. Okay, and we finally got to our first sub-assembly of this set. Normally we hit the first sub-assembly a bit sooner in the build, but here we are. Now we need the other tile. This one maybe? Yeah, there we go. So it looks like we're doing some shaping things now. Alright. And this whole section will attach to the front. I'm assuming that's the front because of its shaping. So that attaches on like that. Alright, what's going on here? So it looks like we put the little joystick piece even with the bar that's sticking out on the inside. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to line up correctly. Next weekend, we have a birthday in the family, and it's the kind of birthday in the family that makes me feel old, so we're not going to talk too much about it. Not Shayna, she's the end of summer. Some more side bracketing, it looks like. No, I want to make sure that I'm following the instructions. And then we need a red plate up here. Now some little 1x1s to fill in the gaps. And this section wants to push out on me. Hopefully we can anchor that in place. Yeah, no, we haven't secured that yet. Okay, we're starting to go non-symmetrical here. Interesting. So we have these brackets here. And then one for this side. And then we have a plate that goes here. But then this other plate that's not symmetric with it, that goes here. And now we have to look here. What's going on here? We have some slope pieces. Okay, so we're working on the front of the car right now. The interior for the front of the car. We have 4 of these slopes that need to be run along the interior. And this is black on black right now, so you probably can't see very well what I'm doing. Black on black with tiny 1x1s. So yeah. But yeah, it looks like we're lining up the inside dash. And then we have the steering wheel piece for this car. Okay. It's black on black, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. But there's the steering wheel. And we basically, yeah, you can't see that. But if I hold it like this, no, you still can't see that. So we have the steering wheel, which we just put in right there. You can kind of see that a little bit. And then we put in some more shaping for the console. That's what happened in that step. And it looks like we're doing some more bracketing for this end of the car now. And then there are some 1x1s as well. And this section attaches how? Over here. Over the tiles, like that. Okay. So yeah, that section, that front section is now pretty well secure. So yeah, the reason for the unsymmetrical bit before was, I guess, so that the steering wheel could line up against the console, against one of the seats. But it looks like it's gonna return to normal symmetricalness for the rest of the shaping up here. Yeah, in fact, we're We're covering over the back end behind the console now. All right. We're nearing the end of bag 1. Pretty soon we'll be switching over to bag 2. And that's where the details of this car are really going to start to come out, I think. We've got the basic structure pretty much together. And I'm going off camera again. Sorry. Alright, so now we put on the front wheel arches. And then we line everything, we secure everything up with a couple of corner plates. At least I think this is going to be part of making everything secured. Okay. We have some clips going on. Our first appearance of clip pieces in this build. A lot of other Speed Champions cars have used clips for some of the shaping. It'd be interesting to see what these clips end up being used for. Let's make sure I have the clip facing the right way. Yes. So now I can put this into the build and make the one for the other side. Okay. That's on the car. Let's keep going. And now it looks like we're just filling in some gaps with these. Yeah, this is gap filling. Let's make sure I face everything correctly. Okay. Some more side studding. Okay. What's going on here? Interesting bracket placement here. Now we have a couple stickers. Okay. I'm not sure who the Motul on the sticker is referring to. It's probably a corporate sponsor. I'm not satisfied with my placement on that sticker. It's not centered well enough. The stripe almost lined up, but the sticker itself isn't properly centered. So let's see here. I didn't scratch that one up too badly, but I can't adjust it anymore. So let's hope I didn't break. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks a little bit better. So there's the one for that side. You can see how the Motul continues into the striping, and then the color blocking matches up with the plates and the plate and the bracket next to it on the other side as well. Now let's put on this other sticker and hope that one I can get to line up correctly. Okay, not bad on this side either. In fact, and that one I did blindly because I didn't even try to put it on. I didn't even try to put the tile on first. So yeah, that one came out pretty well. Now let's keep going with the build here. It looks like we're continuing to shape the front. And now we're going to build whatever this is. Lots of bracketing and tiling going on here, plus a sticker, so it looks like this is going to be a finishing bit. That was off the edge. And this goes on the side like this. So that's what it looks like. with that little finishing bit. And then I assume we're going to build one on the other side shortly. I'm trying to line up this sticker on the triangle tile. Hold on a moment. I know I'm not on camera right now, but like I said with stickers, it's all about precision. So there's the triangle tile right there that we just added with the sticker. You can see how I got the patterns mostly lining up. And now we'll do the same constructions for the other side. This is the 11 sticker. So bear with me while I get the detailings done for this side. I'll just show you at the end after I do both these sections, this and the other sticker. Because you've already seen how it comes together on one side. Oh, this sticker does not want to cooperate. Okay, we're just under the hour mark. We haven't gone into bag 2 yet, but judging by this parts pile, we're about to go into bag 2, so right now I think we're still making good time. That's the number 20 sticker. I think the way that they do the color blocking with the stickers on this car is coming together really well. Better than some of the other cars that have patterns that go across multiple stickers. There's what it looks like on that side. And yeah, looking at it, this car is definitely feeling blockier than some of the other cars so far. It's also got some nice weight to it. And we're not even in bag 2 yet. I'm trying to make sense of what's going on in this step. Hold on. Okay, so it looks like those go on the brackets there. Those are lined up. Where's those two little white plates? Oh, I see where the two little white plates go. Okay, I see how we're supposed to do this step. Two little white plates go here, and then we have these two little quarter tiles that go on the side bits like this. Most of the cars have this. It's supposed to represent the side mirrors, but most of the other cars have you put on the little quarter tiles before you attach the brackets. And then of course we have two little tiles with two more stickers. And I can see from the sticker sheet that these stickers are going to be another pattern that combines across with something else. So, but right now we don't have the other pieces on for that combination. So let's proceed with, yeah. I thought I saw a scratch in the sticker, but it's actually a very finely printed detail. So that'll go on like this, and then we will do the one for the other side. And just like that, we've done most of the sticker sheet. There's only about a dozen stickers left for bag 2. Most of them little. We got through all the big stickers for this side, for this part of the car. Okay. And with that, we're ready for bag 2. It also says we want to pull out the wheel covers, but if they come in that little baggie, then we're just going to set the baggie aside till the end. So I just pulled out bag 2. Let's go ahead and get out our parts. We're literally right on the hour mark now. Yeah, we are still supposed to have that gap. So yeah, that's going to be filled in at some point during this bag. Okay. We have a nice printed piece here. That's interesting. Well, I'll show it close up when it becomes relevant. We have the little baggie of wheels. We'll set that aside till we need it. And we will set the canopy and tires aside because we don't want the tires rolling around on us. Okay, this bag 2 doesn't seem to have as many pieces overall. We should move through bag 2 pretty quickly. Let's see here. How's the musician situation looking? Not good. But we still have another whole bag to build, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. You know what? There's more wheel pieces that I didn't realize were in here. That's how you know that this set is from an older wave. It's got separate wheels and tires. Most of the Speed Champions cars we've seen, the wheels and tires are a single piece, and we just put the wheel covers on. But here it looks like the wheels and tires are separate pieces. So yeah, we have all those set aside, ready to go. Canopy set aside, ready to go. And we have this pile of pieces, and we are ready to start building bag 2. Okay, so it looks like we know that this is going to be the front, and this is going to be the back. It looks like we did do the bag 1 stuff back towards the front. It looks like bag 2 we're going to work back towards the front as well. And now we're going to build an assembly. Okay, 1 by 1 plate with clip. Probably means there's going to be some shaping going on with this. And then the 2 by 1s with clip. We need to find one more of those 2 by 1 with clip. There it is. Oh, that piece not pressed in all the way. You want to make sure you have all your pieces pressed in all the way. Otherwise, you're going to have issues later. Okay, so it looks like we're putting in some bits to represent the exhaust here. The exhaust pipes on the back of the car. Most Speed Champions cars have the indication of exhaust pipes. Not all of them actually put them in though. But this is one car where they're obvious and shaped. So that's cool. So and then we need some wedges for shaping and then a bar. And the bar goes across the clips. Okay, so that's what we just put together so far. You can see the bar running across the clips. And the purpose of that bar, it looks like, is for these clip and slope bits. That looks like they represent shaping, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what these are meant to be, but I guess as the build goes on, we will figure it out. Bear with me. This is 1x1, black on black. So it's going to be impossible for you to see even if my fingers didn't get in the way. Oh, I see. I think I see. Okay. All right. This section, I think, is supposed to attach like this to the back of the car. Yeah, that's pretty securely connected. So that's what it looks like on the back of the car. Obviously, we still have some more shaping back there to fill in. I can see in the parts pile the 4 little axle pins, so I'm going to go ahead and push them in because I know where they're going to go. All the Speed Champions cars put in all the other Speed Champions cars we've done have put in the axle pins while setting up the axle blocks. So there's no surprises there. I know where they're going. All right, let's continue on with this development. Okay, you want to make sure you have everything facing the right way. Okay, that doesn't feel very secure yet, but security comes with time and additional pieces. Plus, it's Speed Champions, so some little detailed bits just don't get secured. Because when you have like little 1x1 details that only have enough space to be attached by a single stud, it's not the most stable of things. But so there are little bits on some of the Speed Champions cars that like to slip off with some rough handling. Okay, this is an interesting looking step going on here. We want to stack these 2x1 round plates. Add the trans red tiles that represent tail lights. And then we'll stick this onto the back here. I'm not sure what the exact angle is supposed to be, but we'll see what looks good as we fill in the details for the bottom of the car. One more of those little, there it is. I'm thinking about when I finish my collection, maybe getting some lights for my garage. I think that'll help take my Speed Champions collection to the next level. There's a lot of websites that do custom Lego lights. Well, not a lot, but a few. Lighting up Lego sets is a thing in the Lego aftermarket community. Okay, that's what we just did with those tail lights. And it looks like here we're going to do some more stickers. And these stickers don't particularly have to line up with anything existing. And so, let's see, is there going to be other stickers? No. Alright, so we're clear to put these stickers on before we attach. It's cool that even though these patterns don't go with anything, it's still continuing the striping pattern from the sides of the car. So we'll press that in there, and then we'll do the other one. Okay. Yeah. Well, we've got about 20 pages of instructions left, but we still don't have any musicians online yet. I'm hoping musicians show up soon. Okay, so we want to take this 2x1 tile and put it across the middle here. And then it looks like there's a sticker on one side, but not the other. Okay, interesting. Well, so this one we just put on as is. And that actually, that slow piece actually secures in the taillight assembly and shapes the car. Alright, we need to find that other curved piece that goes on the other side so that we can put the sticker on. There it is. What's going on with this sticker? A very tiny GTR logo. My camera's not even gonna pick. My camera's not gonna pick that up if I try and show it off. Actually, let's try lining this one up from this side because I want the logo to be straight. The rest of it is just a solid white block, so the rest of it doesn't matter. So that's what the back of the car looks like so far. My camera is probably not going to focus on it, but you can see the tiny GTR logo right about there. Okay, let's keep going. And okay, here we have another slope piece. And this one is also going to get another tiny logo sticker on it. So I basically showed off logos prematurely. This one matches the driver's racing uniform with having the Nissan logo in bold red text, and then having a tiny print in black below it that I still can't read because it's still too tiny, even on this occurrence of the logo. So that's what it looks like with the other piece of the logo sticker attached. Did I just put that crooked? Hold on. It's a little less crooked since I adjusted. Okay, we're just going to go on. The way these cars go in the garage, nobody will see the back anyway. For optimal space usage in my garage, the way I have to put these, the backs are not going to be on display. Eventually, I'll be able to make better display arrangements. I want to do the modular stackable garage that I saw on YouTube. But I don't have the space for that system right now. Plus, I would have to modify it to make room for the drivers. Okay, and now we have some of these half plate, half tile things. It looks like here's where we're going to start to fill in the detailing for the back of the car. Yeah, and smoothing off the top of the back of the car. Assembly time. So yeah, we gotta put these little studs into the anti-studs on the bottom of the plate. And then we put in these tiles. I think we're putting together, though I'm not 100% sure, I think we're putting together the tail fin spoiler. Most Speed Champions cars have a tail fin spoiler. Not all of them. Yeah. This goes onto those two little bars in the back, like this. Then we slip those two studs we put in. And I just knocked a bunch of stuff off. So yeah, those snap right back into place. Let's make sure that this section still lines up properly. Alright, I'm just making some adjustments on the bottom to fix where I accidentally snapped things off. Alright, the tail fin is on. And without the rest of the back of the car shape. Usually the tail fin is the last thing you do in the back of the car on the Speed Champions cars. This is the first time we put it in before actually shaping the back. So, So now we're putting in some shaping. And then we have, it looks like the bottoms of hinges, hinge bases, which usually means that we're going to be doing something with precise angling in a bit. So we just put these along the back of the car. We're starting to make up the shape of the back of the car now. My piece pile is quickly diminishing. I find it hard to believe. It'd be interesting to see how these last details come together, because there doesn't seem to be enough pieces left to finish shaping the car. And yet, we know that the car is going to have a complete look once we finish, so... Okay, so now we now have trans brown pieces going on for shaping. So these will make up this part of the side window, I guess. So yeah, you can see how we just put in these tinted window bits. It doesn't look like a window yet, of course. Okay, so it looks like here's where we're filling in the shaping for the back of the car, at least. Okay, so I don't think these two stickers actually line up with anything. But they do continue the striping, the white and black striping look that's going on through the rest of the car, even though they don't actually line up with anything themselves. At least I don't think they do. If they do, well, we'll worry about it later. So it goes in here. And now we need to do another one of those. Maybe the coloration here is not meant to be for the striping, but maybe is meant to represent part of the window. Well, no, because it's as bold as the striping. I guess it's open to interpretation for this part. I made the gap too big on this one. Let me redo that. There's not too much more to go on this build. So I hope either my normal Saturday night stream or a musician shows up in the next few minutes. That still looks poor. Hold on. I like it to look as good as possible. So if I come on, oh, I have visible creasing on the sticker now. That's never a good sign. But again, this is in the back of the car, so it's not that huge a deal right now. Anyway, that step is finally done. So it looks like this is what we're going to make with the hinges. The hinge bases are we're going to use to make these. We're using some more of these tinted window pieces, and we're going to make some back windows here. Or I should say a back window, but we have to make two of these to complete the look. Did I do that right? Yeah, so we take our little tinted window, we pop it onto the hinge base, and then we build one more of those. And we put that one on its base. And then I would assume the next step is we fold them down. Yes. But before I fold them down, I'm going to go ahead and put in these, what looks like it's meant to represent seat cushions. Shoot, do I have these not lined up correctly? Give me a minute. I think I might have an issue here. Okay, those are lined up correctly. Yeah. So yeah, those are lined up correctly. So I need to figure out how to put these seat cushions in without breaking what's already there. Yeah. Maybe I have to put these down first and then put these on. Now, I'm still not getting things right here. What if I... Oh, that's how they're meant to line up. Okay. I was trying to connect these into the wrong stud. So there's the seat cushions in, and now we can push down the back window. And the back of the car looks like the back of a car now. The back edges of the window kind of still blocky looking. Are they supposed... Let me look at the picture real quick. Yeah, they are supposed to look like that on this model, unfortunately. You can see here the back window. They still look blocky because of the way the pieces that were used to make that. But again, it's not a big deal. And there's so much detail on the stickers give the side of the car so much detail that I'm sure most viewers won't even notice. that. So now we're gonna, now that the back of the car is put together, it looks like we're gonna start to line up the front of the car now. Here's another look at the back of the car. That actually came together nicely. The back of the car has a nice finish. Okay, so that will attach into these clips here. And I just messed the whole section up. Let me get this realigned. Okay. So we just put this little section into the front of the car here. And that has to be pushed down. Okay, now we got to build up this little section. And we're almost out of pieces. That's interesting. So we have some shaping here for a front grille. And that'll go onto these front brackets like this. There's a little bit of dust in the front brackets. And then we have this curve. And there's a little sticker on this piece. The card's almost done at this point. We're just finishing the shaping and detailing now for the front of the car. This is one piece where if it's not straight, it'll mess up the whole look. So, moment of truth, I guess. We're going to stick that onto the bracket. And if I look at it, it's fairly straight. We just put on the sticker right here. And if you look closely, that sticker has some shaping and detailing for the front of the car. Now let's keep going. We have these wedge pieces now. And oh boy. Bear with me. I'm going to put the wedges on and then do the stickers because these have to line. These are very tiny stickers. So it'll mess them up completely if I have to realign them. Because these line up with pre-existing stickers. And there's still 3 stickers on the sticker sheet, so I can't, so the sticker sheet isn't quite done yet. Alright, the headlight stickers are on. There and there. I lined them up pretty well with what was there before. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Now, these stickers don't line up with anything pre-existing, but we do have some more hinges going on, or the top piece of hinges. And this will pop in. Did I miss a step somewhere? Yes, I did miss a step. We're supposed to put these other hinge bases onto these front brackets. Like that. And these hinge bases will allow me to put in the top hinge assemblies from this step. So we'll press that in, fold it back. I'm not sure if it's meant to be folded back all the way, but let's go ahead and build the other one. And then there's one sticker left on the sheet. Judging by how that sticker looks, I don't think I like that one. Well, I mean, I like that sticker. It's gonna add a pretty look to the car, but I don't like what that sticker means if I'm judging it correctly based on what I've seen before. Okay. All right. So then we take these this groove piece and the tile. And we add these groove pieces here. We do have a printed tile going on too, it looks like. So this is meant to hold this other bit in place. That goes on like this. And we have this very nice printed hood piece, which it looks like we just attached to this plate here like this, and then fold it down slightly, and then we fold these out slightly for shaping purposes. But I don't think these are meant to fold all the way back. Well, maybe. Let's see if I can get any insight on angling from the picture. No, those are supposed to. Okay. So these hinged bits in the front are supposed to be in kind of like the halfway position. So they're parallel with the shaping of the hood. And then there's a very slight angle for the hood piece. So that's what this is what the front of the car looks like with that hood piece attached, and with the with those front bits angled properly. Okay. Very few pieces left. Okay, so we have this canopy. And unlike most Speed Champions cars, it's not a printed canopy. We actually have to add the sticker. But before I add the sticker to this canopy, I want to add these 2 printed tiles so that I can make sure we line up the sticker correctly. Okay, I want to position these tiles such to minimize the gap because they're printed off center towards one side, which is meant to minimize the edging gap. So there's still a little bit of a gap, but I think I got it. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna be. And then if I take this last sticker and try and make it parallel to the black bars on top, we should be all right. So here's the assembled canopy. Which is going to attach to the top of the car like this. Here's the spent sticker sheet. No stickers left, which means all this car is missing at this point is its wheels, but it's not normal for there to be leftover tiles. Hold on. You know what? I missed a step. I see where I missed it though. So yeah, there's these 2 little leftover tiles that are just meant to go on the back of the sides, I mean, of the spoiler, like that. And now it's wheel time, so let's take our little baggie of wheels. And now I see why it didn't have us put the axle pins in, because there's extra steps of assembly here, but we've been doing this long enough, I think we'll be all right. So it looks like we want to use the multi-spoke wheels for this one. I will set the pentagon wheels aside. And let's go ahead and start putting the wheels together. This car, even though it's a little blockier than the other cars, it still has some really distinctive shaping and coloring going on. I really like this car. The picture does not do it justice. Even though it's blockier than the others, in person, you can tell that it's still pretty awesome looking. Okay, 2 wheels on. Okay, just a close-up on one of the wheel assemblies. It's black on black, so the camera's not going to pick it up too well. But here's the 3rd wheel. And now I just need to put together the 4th and final wheel. So yeah, putting the axle pins into the car in advance, not really a big deal. It didn't affect us too much. The outcome is the same. There we go. The wheels are in, and we have a completed Nissan GTR Nismo car. We went, we're just at the 1 3/4 hour mark, actually a couple minutes over, but counting for splash screen time, we did about 1 3/4 hours for this. And yes, it does feel kind of heavy and bulky. It feels a little bit heavier than some of the other cars. Some of that might have to do with the heavy bricks we put inside for some of the shaping, but I like this car. Let's do the thing we do with the drivers. Let's give him his accessories. I'm not going to put him in the car. I feel it's wasteful to put the drivers in the car when I display them, because you already can't see the backs of the cars the way my display has to be. And the drivers' outfits, most of them are really cool looking. And so hiding all the race uniforms by putting them in the car, there's a reason I don't do that. But one more look at the driver, fully accessorized and ready for display. And we'll go ahead and stick him on the front of the car, on those exposed studs on the hood, because there's no exposed studs on the top this time. And we will, let's take a look and see if there's anyone to raid. So yeah, that's the wheels on the car. And if you come here, there's a racing game, it looks like, called Forza Horizon, which has Lego car skins. Interesting. We may take a look at that on a future stream. So let's see. So here's the completed car. Car number 23 in my Speed Champions garage. And let's see if anyone's available to raid. Yeah, my normal Saturday night isn't here. And it doesn't look like we've picked up any musicians either. Let's see. There is a musician. Just one. Let me see what I can do here. I think this is a musician who has raids turned off. Let me go ahead. Well, I'll turn that off so as not to distract the view here, and I'll put the car here. And let's see. The one musician who's showing up in my list right now, I think is one who typically has raids turned off for small streams. I'll let you know if it's a success in a moment as soon as I type it. Yeah, raids are turned off. What are our other options? They got 500 viewers. They're not going to notice the raid. Oh, shoot. Okay. Who's in? It looks like we have to do some... Looks like we might have to do some discovery tonight, but I don't really want to. We could go to this other musician who I don't remember their name, so let me even see if I can remember who this is real quick. Of course, they're an ad break. So while I wait and see if this is somebody who I remember, let me go ahead and give you one more close-up of the car. Side, front. You can see the back here, lots of detailing back there. And of course the front of the car. Close-up of the driver. Yeah. Let's go see if we can figure out this raid now. Okay. I do not remember this channel. What probably happened is I was listening to another music streamer at one point and they rated out. And I usually follow after one or two songs when they rate out to a streamer I've not seen before. But given as there's nobody else to raid right now, it's worth going to check out. Um, so we're gonna raid Aliana. I know nothing about her show, so this will be a learning experience for us. But beautiful car. Um, 23 over 41. What percentage is that? We're officially 56.1% done with our Speed Champions garage. And we only have 10 more streams because we'll be doing 2 more single car streams and then 8 two-car streams following that. Two streams involving 2 paired single cars that are thematically related, and then 6 2-packs that I still have yet to buy, depending on how my budget goes. All right, let's go ahead and set up this raid. So we're raiding Aliana. I'm hoping to find a song I like in her song list because I know nothing about this show. Oh, she's got raids turned off too. There's literally, and recommended isn't showing me anyone else I've even remotely heard of. Hold on. Let's see. I might have to do some discovery here. Oh, they've been going since before my stream. There's no way that show is still going on. Hold on. Give me a moment. I'm gonna resolve it. I'm gonna try and figure out this raid situation. This one other musician has a live gig, meaning they're not gonna see the raid. And this show has been going on for 4.5 hours. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to raid Kendra, I guess. She's a good show, but I don't usually raid her because she has too many followers. I don't like to raid big channels. Okay, it's letting us do the raid. So we're gonna raid Kendra tonight. This was the Nissan GTR Nismo, my 23rd LEGO Speed Champions car. And I will see you later this week because I will have an Audi and a Lamborghini within the next week or two. So have a good night. Later this week, Lamborghini. Wait.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for the rainbow.